Hey everyone, this is Miss Billings, and I'm going to be showing you how to format your Paper 3 mock final transcript. Please refer to this video for the transcript only. The formatting for the reflective paper and for Paper 2 are a little different, so there will be a different video for that formatting. So let's go ahead and we're going to open up a brand new Word document. We're going to make sure that the font is on Times New Roman font size 12. We're going to make sure that the spacing, so if you click on this button right here with the two blue arrows, it's on 2.0. We're actually also going to make sure that our margins are at 1 inch all around. And we're going to go ahead and start titling the paper. So go ahead and type your first and last name. On the next line, you're going to type candidate number. Oops. If you don't know your candidate number, please text me by Friday. Thank you. On the next line, we're going to write center number spelled exactly as I have it there. And our center number is capital UX139. On that last line, you're just going to write global perspectives AS level 9239. Alrighty. On the next line, you're actually going to go ahead and title the document transcript, and we're actually going to put our topic name right where I've put topic. So, for example, if your topic is sustainable futures, you can go ahead and just write sustainable futures. We're going to go ahead and center that title line right there. Push enter, and then we're going to left align. At this time, go ahead and Control Save or go to File, Save As. Make sure you save your piece as you go. I cannot tell you how many times I've lost classwork, homework, because I didn't save the document and something happened with the computer. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call it our first and last name, and then transcripts, final, save. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and go to insert, page number. Now I'm doing this on a Mac. If you have a PC, it's going to look a little different, but the options are going to be the exact same. So go ahead and click on page number. And again, on a PC, this part's going to look a little different, but it's the exact same area. We're going to go to top of page and then make sure it's on right. You guys should have the option with a picture and a drop-down menu. Make sure that you pick the one that's on the top right-hand side. Alright, and just like on a PC, we're going to double click over the header. We're actually going to click right on top of the number. It's going to look like that. Then you're going to write your last name. Notice how the font is different. You're going to go ahead and select it all. And go home. Times New Roman. It says 12. I like to double check and put 12 anyway. And yeah, then you're going to close out of your header. And it's grayed out here on the screen, but when you print it out, it will print out black. Alright, so I'm going to pretend like I've already listened to my presentation and I've typed down what I've said in the first two slides. So as you can see, I have two paragraphs. Each slide gets its own paragraph. So please make sure you type it out just like that. Now, if you notice grammatical errors, don't fix them because your transcript needs to reflect what you actually put. So make sure you go back and you leave it the way it is, even if it says it's grammatically incorrect. The only exception to that is if it's a punctuation mistake. Like let's say I didn't put that comma there. I right-click over it. It tells me I need to put a comma. Punctuation, obviously, feel free to fix, but you cannot change the words of what you said. Let's say that you start out your third slide by saying Go ahead and omit that and just start with the real sentence as you meant to say it. Now, if you repeat a phrase and you repeated the phrase with actual words, don't worry about omitting it unless you really want to. If you feel like you repeat the phrase and it would make sense for it to be omitted, go ahead and omit it. If you guys have any more specific questions, feel free to text me. Again, please text me by Friday. And let's say I continue typing my paper. Let's go ahead and take a look at the works cited. As you guys can see, the header, it's going to go ahead and do that on every single page automatically for you. All right, the last page needs to be the works cited, and the works cited needs to start at the very top of the page. Make sure that works cited is centered. If you would rather use the word references, you could do that if you really want to. All right, notice how my works cited is in alphabetical order. Notice how I have the hanging indent. Sometimes when you guys copy and paste the references straight from the bib maker, it doesn't do this with the hanging indent. Please make sure it looks like that. It makes it very easy to find your sources. For example, if I come up here and I see Palmer, I want to be able to find Palmer fairly quickly. Make sure that you include the URL. Like we talked about in class, remove the hyperlink. So if there is a hyperlink, why isn't this hyperlinking? Let me try this one. Okay, so that hyperlinked, you're going to go ahead and right click over it. And on PC it might look a little different, but it should, either way, it should give you the option to remove hyperlink. Another way that you could do it, you could select all the font and just make it black and remove the underline. That usually does it as well. All right, when you're making your works cited, you want to start with ideally the author's last name, comma, first name. If there's multiple authors, you could do et al. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please refer to Purdue OWL. This is what the website looks like. You guys are going to be working with a lot of electronic sources. They also have a Citation Maker through Citation Maker here. If you don't like Citation Maker, one that I commonly use for my master's is bibme.org. You could do that as well. And yeah, here you go. We want to stick with MLA. The only thing that we're doing APA is the in-text citation because it includes the year. But all of the formatting so far, such as the heading and not having the title page, that's all MLA style. So when you're making your works cited, I would really stick with MLA. And when we look at MLA, we're going to see the author name, we're going to see the title, we're going to see the publisher. If it has a DOI number, include it. Sometimes some of the research studies you guys might find, you might see a DOI number. If it has it, include it. That means that, it's a pretty reliable source. And then if I were you, I would really make sure you include the date of access. Sometimes you guys pull up articles that it was accessible when you pulled it, but then when the judge goes and looks at your essay in the summer, they may no longer have access to that article. So if I were you, I would do a date of access. You don't have to, but it definitely makes it a little bit more specific as to when you access that source. They have examples of sources, as you can see here. If you're confused, this is really, really helpful. And Purdue OWL is a website that you guys can use for your Cambridge work in my class and your other classes, and also in the future for your college classes. It really is the Bible of citations. And you don't have to go with electronic sources if you do have a book, or if you found any online newspapers, or if you'd rather use a newspaper you have in hand. This tells you how to source all of it. They even have a sample paper here you can take a look at. So ignore the blue and green boxes, but we see a similar heading. Cambridge kind of does its own thing with the heading in terms of the candidate number and all that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to remind text me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. You can also email me at my Dade Schools email. But for turning in the assignment, please make sure you turn it in as a PDF. I'm going to quickly show you that before I leave. You just go to File, Save As. Again, on PC, it might look a little different, but it's going to give you a similar drop-down menu item. And then you click on PDF, and that exports it as a PDF. You attach it to your email, all set to go. This is due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. And yeah, take care, guys.